What's up, YouTube? Here's where it is right now. So, after bringing it back from the sandblaster, it was more or less a primer kind of color, the color you see on the lid, which I thought was primer, but from what they tell me, it was just the raw steel after being sandblasted. Didn't particularly care for that color, and I thought to myself as I was driving home that applying linseed oil on this, I'm not sure how it's going to look. I kind of had an idea of what it should look like if I apply it to, regular steel that still had the mill scale on it. And this isn't exactly what I thought it would look like. The firebox, I mean, if it were more even, I think I wouldn't mind so much. Smokestack, I didn't have them powder or sand blast at all. I wanted that to look the way it is. But at this point, I'm strongly considering two things. First is pulling out my torch, my garden weed torch, and hooking that up to the propane and just going over all of the firebox and the smoke chamber, which already has linseed oil on it, and seeing if I could darken it. And if that doesn't work, my other option was just paint the whole damn thing black. I'm not sure how that would work with linseed oil, but nevertheless, I'm about to start washing the inside of it out. And then I'm going to light a fire to dry it out and see how it goes from there. I did finish the frame, painting the frame in black, which I kind of don't mind at all. I kind of like the black frame. That was just regular high heat black paint. Actually, I used the quart and a brush for a roller, I should say, for most of that. I did spray it yesterday, but this morning I used the brush and roller to go on a couple more coats. And I'm about to, like I said, clean her out, some soap and water, and dry her out with a fire and see how it goes. I want to see if I can get the rest of the steel there to kind of darken. I'm not sure the process of applying linseed oil. I watched a tutorial, I think it was, where he, I want to say he used a torch to heat it up and then applied the linseed oil. I kind of did it in reverse. I don't know if that is the difference between how his looks and how mine looks, or it could be that I had this one sandblasted. But nevertheless, it's not going to change the performance of it, I don't think, at all. Just the aesthetics of it, which, as long as it cooks good food, I, quite frankly, don't care what it looks like. Although I would like it to be a little bit more attractive than it is right now. So it's a work in progress, and I am going to continue to progress on it. I'll keep you posted. All right, here's what she's looking like right now. Tell true on the right, 300 degrees. Tell true on the left, almost 300 degrees. Got a few pieces of wood in there. So here's what she looks like. I'm really not liking the color on that firebox. I am going to strongly investigate painting, possibly painting over the linseed oil, or how to remove the linseed oil so I can paint it. I really don't like the color. But I am seasoning the inside grates at this time. You can see close this back up and keep the heat in. So that's where it is. maybe if the whole pit was darkened the color of the firebox, maybe I would like it. I haven't had a chance to take the torch to it yet. It started raining actually, and it's stopped now, so I figured I'd come out here, and since it was sitting out in the rain, get it seasoned and get it dried off. Hopefully be able to get it back in the garage later on this evening. But as you can see, the linseed oil did darken the firebox. The rest of the pit smoker still looks gray, although it's quite shiny, and you can obviously tell that the linseed oil did do something to it to coat it. But it's not exactly the appearance I thought it would be. Frame looks nice though, so at least I'm happy about that. If anybody has any advice for possibly painting over or removing linseed oil, or maybe darkening it with a torch, which is what I plan on trying tomorrow, please leave me a comment. Let me know what your experiences were, if you have any. And I appreciate any feedback and any comments, good or bad. That thin blue smoke that I so often hear about is definitely pouring out of that stack. Catch you later.